Have you ever found yourself pondering why the cost of living seems to never take a breather, especially when glancing at your bills for groceries and rent? Well, you're not alone in this financial whirlwind. Across the vast landscape of Canada, a similar story unfolds with the Bank of Canada standing at the epicenter. Are you wondering when will the interest rates lower? And why does this matter? Well, a rate drop could mean that your dream home could be more affordable. My name is Cameron Brio, and I'm a licensed realtor here in the province of New Brunswick. And when you are ready, there are three ways that we can connect down in the description below. In recent times, Canada's inflation rate has been akin to a roller coaster, experiencing its fair share of ups and downs. After peaking in 2022, it seemed as though the financial strain might ease. Courtesy of diminishing global price pressures and cooling economics, the anticipation was palpable as StatsCan prepared to unveil its January CPI, and the predictions were optimistic, suggesting a decrease in the annual inflation rate to 3.2%, a slight dip from the previous month's 3.4. Diving deeper into the economic currents, Nathan Jansen of RBC sheds light on two pivotal factors, which are energy and food prices. With gasoline prices taking a breather compared to the year before and food price increases slowing down, the focus shifts. It's no longer just about the immediate relief points, but about the broader spectrum of inflation pressures and their gradual deceleration. Yet, as consumers and businesses tighten their belts affected by high borrowing costs, the shadow of inflation looms, inching closer to the elusive 2% target. However, the usual ally in economic slowdown, the housing market, plays the role of the antagonist this time. Shelter costs, rather than providing a cushion, are expected to soar, complicating the Bank of Canada's task. The discomfort isn't lost on James Orlando of TD, who points out that the prickly duo of food and housing costs. With shelter expenses climbing by 6% and grocery prices up by 4.7% annually, the pressure on the Bank of Canada intensifies. Orlando advocates for the interest rate cuts without waiting for the housing market to catch its breath, arguing that high rates have little effect on curbing these costs. CIBC echoes similar sentiment, suggesting alternative measures such as regulating the influx of foreign students might offer more effective solutions to rising rents than persistently high interest rates. The Bank of Canada, meanwhile, acknowledges the significant role housing costs play in fueling inflation, attributing a quarter of the inflationary pressures to mortgage interest costs. Despite this, the central bank opted to maintain its key interest rate, signaling concerns over a potential rebound in the housing market. Such a rebound could thwart efforts to bring inflation back within target, even as other economic areas begin to stabilize. In this economic chess game, the Bank of Canada is faced with a critical decision. Cut rates too soon and the housing market might overheat, wait too long and the broader economy suffers. The crux of the matter, as Orlando suggests, is whether the central bank is willing to risk the overall economy to tackle shelter inflation, a battle that might not even be winnable through interest rate adjustments. Governor Tiff Macklem acknowledges constraints, pointing to long-standing issues like zoning restrictions and skilled labor shortages that the monetary policy alone cannot resolve. This candid admission underscores the complexity of navigating Canada's economic landscape, where every move has far reaching implications. As we wrap this exploration of Canada's economic challenges, it's clear that the journey towards stability is fraught with tough decisions and unpredictable variables. The Bank of Canada's next step will not only impact the immediate financial climate, but also shape the country's economic future. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.